true rival may have failed before it, I believe that this challenger is mighty enough to take on the beast. Should do it, or at least like have some decent and working online servers. That'd be okay. That'd be good enough for me. Now, I'm not really much into Smash Bros. Outside of it being kind of a fun party game. I played the heck out of 64 growing up. I skipped Melee, but I did learn how to use deodorant. And Brawl was mine and my little brother's jam. I loved the Brawl story mode. We loved the Brawl story mode, and I was so excited for every Smash release after, hoping that there would be a story mode. Only for Nintendo not to include it ever again.
Thanks, Satan.
Smash Bros. 3DS was great. It reminded me a lot of PlayStation All-Stars on the Vita. I liked that port better. The nice thing about Smash Bros. 3DS, though, is I could find people to play with. The Wii U, however, was meh. I didn't spend too much time with this one. The Wii U was more of my Splatoon machine. You're a kid now, you're a squid now! But I will say, throughout all this period of time, what has stayed consistent is my absolute love of animation. And man, Nick can really knock it out of the park sometimes. And animation characters are the perfect characters to be in a Smash clone. They're bouncy, they're stretchy, they pack a punch. Who wouldn't want to beat up people as freaking Reptar? He's cool! And while we already have some official fighters announced for Nickelodeon All Star Brawl and some silhouettes as well, Nick, you really think that we can't get silhouettes? We can get silhouettes. I wanted to throw out some of my own picks of characters that I think would be absolutely fantastic in-game. Disclaimer, I did not put any live-action or Nick Jr. shows, as I don't really think they will make the cut. Aww. If they do, though, that'd be pretty cool. So let's dive right in. At number 5, I'm gonna have to go with my dude Plankton. There is an absolute ton they could do here. He has so many different inventions. I could see him and Karen teaming up kind of like Rob, or him being like Pokemon Trainer and Brawl, where you can swap out with his different tech. There's a lot of creativity to be had with Plankton, and that's why I think he'd be an awesome pick. This is probably a pretty popular one, but I do think he will end up making it in, and I have to agree with everybody else. For number 4, I'm gonna have to go with Sokka, and here's why. I think Avatar characters could be kind of like Fire Emblem characters, where we originally wanted more, but there's a lot of great characters, and they'd inevitably be clones of each other. But with Sokka, he's a non-bender, and it leaves for a different playstyle. He has a ranged boomerang, his sword, and if they decided to do ultimate attacks in the game, he could do, I don't know, cactus juice?
Drink cactus juice. It'll quench you. Nothing's quenchier. It's the quenchiest.
I think overall he'd make for a very great and interesting addition, especially since Korra, Aang, and Zuko are most likely guaranteed. For number 3, I'm gonna have to go with one of my favorite cartoons as a kid, and that's gonna be El Tigre. Who remembers this show? Me. Well, I haven't seen this show in a very long time. I loved the animation style to it, and El Tigre was really badass. He would probably be a quick and shorter range character, and I think a stage from his cartoon would also make for a cool background. Just a solid choice based on style alone, and I mean, he's got super tiger strength and super tiger claws, and his costume is cool.
Known as
El Tigre! Put El Tigre in, Nick. He deserves some love. Number 2, I feel like is going to be kind of in the same realm as Plankton. I've already seen a lot of people bring her up, but Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot. And I feel like this is probably going to happen for fan demand alone. I've seen a lot of people online wanting this character in the game, and it's pretty obvious why she should be in there. She's a super-powered robot. What more is there to say? She can fly, she punches hard, she has cannons, a huge arsenal, and her character is really, really fun and expressive, which will fit great with the other Nicktoons. And you know it's way too hard to choose just 5 characters to be in here, so I'm gonna throw out some honorable mentions. Starting with Mighty B, her cartoon was absolutely disgusting, but me and my friends talked about it a lot, and I watched a lot of it as a kid. The whole Avatar supporting cast, because really you could add any of them. It's me. I'm the Avatar fan who wants all the Avatar characters in the game. I know it's not an Avatar game, but still, I'm throwing them in as an honorable mention. I know probably more will come, but throwing them in here anyways. The rest of the Ninja Turtles, again, iconic property. Nickelodeon owns them all. They're gonna be in there. I'm curious to see which villains and which side characters that they'll add as well, though, or if they'll put them in, I don't know, as assists if they have that in game. The Crimson Chin, he's an absolute perfect pick. He's a superhero and has superpowers. He's also freaking hilarious. I think Timmy Turner and Wanda and Cosmo are almost guaranteed, but put my boy, the Crimson Chin, in. I'm also going to throw in Otis from Back in the Barnyard. How are you going to make a cow fight? I don't know, but if the won't back down scene is not the most iconic scene of your childhood, then you're lying. And lastly, the show that Nickelodeon always forgets about, but please put Cap and Mikey in. It sucks because most of the episodes to the show are already lost as it is, including the Buttstonia episode, so whenever I reference that to literally anything, nobody knows what I'm talking about. So if you do know it, drop a comment below. I'll make sure I like it. But without further ado, let's get into my number one pick. My number one pick for which character I think should be in Nickelodeon All Star Brawl has to be the Penguins of Madagascar. And here's why. I would love to see them roped together as one character and just hear Skipper bark orders. Bombs throw on the left. Don't get hit, Private. Kowalski, damage report. We're currently at 30%, sir. Madagascar is a fairly big and recognizable name, but the Penguins are easily the best part. This may be breaching because at the end of the day, DreamWorks owns these franchises. I said franchises because I wanted to throw in just one last honorable mention, but Poe would also be a fantastic pick from Kung Fu Panda. But come on, this would bring a smile to mine and many people's faces. Everybody loves the Penguins. But you know what else brings an absolute smile to my face? If you subscribe, leave a comment below letting me know which character that you want most in-game, and maybe if you tap the bell. If you want to see when I get the game, maybe link up and play a few rounds, or just check out some of the gameplay, feel free to check out my socials as well as my Twitch channel. But most importantly, I hope you have a fantastic and great rest of your week, and remember to stay funky, stay fresh, and enjoy your next quest.